Hey everybody, it's me. Oh, got to do a little. Guess where I am? I'm in Marina Del Rey. I couldn't make it all the way home in time for the show because I got a phone call earlier today that the pickup truck was ready. Hello, Keith. Greetings to you, sir. I got a message earlier today that the truck was ready for pickup, and so I picked it up. I'm inside of it right now. I'm inside of the new truck. And spoiler alert, I'm going to show you at the end of the show. Jen, greetings. Fart machine. I brought that along just in case this would be necessary. Yes, I'm talking to you from the road. Hello, Dave. Hello, Julie. Yes, I am in the car, but it's not the car. This is the truck that the camper is going to be put on at the end of the show. I'll hop out and we can all you can have a look. So the fun meter is at maximum. Hey, Christopher. The fun meter's at maximum because I did get the new truck, and special bonus as, Keith, you're in Florida via Effingham, Illinois. Wow. I haven't done a burnout yet, Dave. No, I haven't done a burnout. Just got the truck. I mean, it's been my truck for about a half an hour, maybe a little less. I got down there and then it was all the paperwork, and now I'm driving it home, but I couldn't get all the way home in time to do the show. So I'm here in the truck with today's daily briefing. And because I thought that this might happen, I've got the fart machine in full effect. Also the children's Bible and letter from Grandma. So it's all going to happen. All the things are going to happen. Step one in buying a truck, Dave, is do a burnout. Yeah, I'm going to get on that. Now, yesterday, if you may remember, there was a little bit of a panic because we couldn't get Fanilla's basketball inflated, and it did take me probably 15 minutes after the show to find this. This is what I was looking for, the basketball pump, and I brought it with me. You know, I know that Keith doesn't think I prepare for this show. Yeah, live from the truck. Seatbelt's off because I'm parked right now. But I got this pump. I got this pump when I was a kid with a football, and I don't know where that football is. And I did have my dad's old basketball from when he was a kid, which is going to be a visual aid for tomorrow's show, Hump Day. Yeah, this is a football inflator, but it also works on basketballs. And this is what I couldn't find yesterday, and I did find it today. So super excited about that. Mystery solved. So let's get on with the children's Bible. Oh, here, ask yourself, Keys, you're saying, ask yourself who travels with a Bible, a letter from a dead loved one, and a fart machine and a children's pump. Yes, Keys, ask yourself that. And then answer yourself, it's me, Jake Johansson. I do that. We're all kind of doing some different things since the pandemic has kicked in, and this is what I've got. Tom Brady could have used one of those pumps. Yes, you're right, Kevin. He could have. My sister's watching. The pump is not an item from the shelf in the office, but that's where it's going because I got to have it. The place where I had put it, it had fallen behind, and I almost lost it, but it did resurface. So today's Bible story, Moses is called by God. Moses, it's God. Pick up. Moses, are you there? Did I get the time wrong? I thought we were supposed to have a thing for today. What time is it where you are? I got 3:06 where I am. All right. Moses is called by God. That was a little comedy bit that I just did. Rich, you're in your car. Let's race. We're going to race home after the show. So today, Moses is called by God. I don't need the Bible reading flashlight because I'm here in the car, and I can hold the Bible just right next to the camera. So it almost looks like I'm looking into the production values here. Hockey and Jake. Woohoo! Joan, I'm so happy for you. I wish I was watching. I'm going to watch some hockey later. If I could watch hockey in my truck, man, so exciting. I had a truck, I had a Dodge Ram truck for 10 years that I loved, but it was so big and my daughter didn't like riding in it. My wife thought it was too big, but now we're back to truck world. Man, am I excited. Moses is called by God. Although brought up as an Egyptian, you may remember from last week's The Bible, Moses never forgot that he was one of the children of Israel. One day, he saw an Egyptian savagely beating an Israelite slave. Looking around to see that no one was watching, he killed the attacker and buried his body in the sand. Moses, bit of a gangster, Moses is like the early vigilante, sort of like a Batman. However, word of what he'd done eventually came to Pharaoh's ears, and Moses knew that his life was in danger. Again. He left Egypt and went into the land of Midian. Presently, that's how they skip over things in the Bible. Presently, he sat down to rest near a well. The 7 daughters of Jethro, a priest in Midian, came to the well to draw water, but the local shepherds drove them away. Moses rebuked the men. Moses really is a bit of a vigilante good guy. Then he helped the young women to fill their jars. When they told their father what had happened, Jethro was so grateful that he gave Moses his daughter Zipporah in marriage. Holy cow. Man, this being a good Samaritan can really pay off. First, you kill somebody who's beating up one of your Jewish brothers and bury him in the sand. Then you go on the run from Pharaoh. You help some ladies at a well who are in distress, and you get awarded a daughter in marriage. One day, while tending Jethro's sheep, we're skipping over a bit now, so evidently that worked out. Moses and Zipporah sitting in a tree, K-A-S-S-I-N-G. One day, while tending Jethro's sheep, Moses led them far into the desert to the holy mountain of Sinai. Now, why he's taking sheep out into a desert, that's not what sheep want to do. Sheep do not want to go in the desert, but they're sheep. So when you try and take them somewhere, they go with you. The flock was quietly grazing when suddenly the Lord appeared from the middle of a bush that had burst into flames. This is one of the Lord's favorite avatars, is the old burning bush. But as Moses looked at the flames licking and crackling among the leaves, he saw that the blazing bush was not being destroyed by the fire. Magic tricks are easy once you know the secret. And that's a little impression of someone called Marshall Brodeen from my childhood on television advertising magic. Then Moses heard the voice of God calling him, "Moses, do not come any nearer, for you are standing on holy ground." At this, Moses put his hands over his eyes, for he was afraid to look at God. Look, I don't know who you are, burning bush entity, but I don't know if you've been following my work, but I did kill somebody who was beating up on somebody who also was my same religion, i.e. we worship you, and then I helped some people at a well. Have you met my wife? Well, she's not here. Let me show you a picture that I drew of her. There's no photographs. I've seen how many people are suffering in Egypt where they are now treated as slaves, said the Lord. My people. I will free them from that cruel country and give them a land of their own, a land flowing with milk and honey. You, Moses, must go and bring my people out of Egypt. Milk and honey, that's not a promise that you can even get a kid to come in from riding his bike with now. But back in the day, a land of milk and honey was a big deal. But how am I to do this? Asked Moses. I'll be with you, said the Lord. You must tell the Israelites that I am the God of their ancestors, the God of Abraham and Isaac, blah, 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 and they'll follow you. Trust me on this. Tell them that God, whose name is that I am, has sent you. Whose name is that I am. Oh, they're going to believe that? Moses didn't say that. When a burning bush is giving you directions, you listen. You do not talk. You must go to Pharaoh and ask him in my name to release the Israelites. He'll be angry and refuse your request, but I will curse Egypt and cause such horrors to fall upon the land that Pharaoh will no longer defy me, and he'll let you go. But what if they do not believe that I am sent by God? Moses says. Moses, what are you holding in your hand? A staff, said Moses. Throw it on the ground. And Moses threw down his staff, which instantly became a serpent, writhing in the dust. Now, lift it up by the tail. As Moses picked up the tail, it turned back into a wooden staff. Magic tricks are easy once you know the secret. And Moses, then God says, now look at your hand, God commanded him. And Moses saw with horror that his hand was covered with running sores. Holy crap, God, this magic show has taken a weird turn, and I'm no longer enjoying it. Look again. And Moses looked at his hand, and it was smooth. But, Lord, I'm slow of speech, said Moses. Then your brother Aaron shall speak for you. Now go and do as I've told you, and I'll be with you, said God. And so I guess Moses did that. And that's it for today's Bible. But boy, what this burning bush, first the burning bush, then the snake cane, and then this running sores on your hand. Moses, what a day in the desert. When God calls, you might consider not picking up because it's weird. Rich to Chooch, you're saying they were really into milk and honey? Yeah, evidently. These jokes write themselves, Ouija. Yes, of course they do. To catch you up, Jake's driving around in a brand new truck and really old air pump and a children's Bible. Yes, Darren, thank you. Thank you for summing that up. But I think you've forgotten one thing. This letter from Grandma. Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is going to go down in the history of this almost, we're coming on our 1-year anniversary. I think my first daily briefing was around March 31st, I think, or 31st. But we'd have to go back into the archives to really find that out. So we're coming up on my 1-year anniversary of the daily briefing, our 1-year anniversary of the daily briefing, and we're also coming up on, very soon, my 1-year anniversary of the last time I did a comedy show, which that's going to be on the 14th. So what's today, the 9th? That's going to be on Sunday. So we'll celebrate that on Monday, I think. So this is from my grandmother, dated July 29th, 1982. So this would have been on my 22nd birthday. And it's addressed to my cousin's address in San Francisco. For you on your birthday, this is the kind of card that your grandma sends you back then. Flavia, you're late. Yeah, well, there's a lot been going on. Yeah, the Bible, it was like sweeps week. Okay, wait a second here. Ken, you're saying, hey, Jake, hi from Vegas. Hope to see you out here again when the world gets normal. Thanks for all the laughs over far too many years. Oh, Ken, thank you so much. Good to see you here. I'm here every weekday, 3 o'clock. So if I don't get to see you somewhere else, I'm seeing you here. Any chance Jake could give us a look at the truck? Yeah, that's going to happen, Keys, but at the end of the show. You want to hear the corn on the truck? What's the temp? Oh, Darren. Now there's something's happening here. All right, letter from Grandma. So here's my birthday card from 1982, and inside she says happy birthday, and then this is Grandma style. She just has the sentiment that's written in the card, and then she says love Grandma at the bottom. And then also she puts the date on there, which is handy when you're reading these letters 30-some years later. Because it's for you and it's coming from me, it is as warm as a birthday wish could ever be. Happy, very happy day. Have a very happy day. Love, Grandma. So this is my birthday card from Grandma. Is there a letter from Charlotte in here? I do not think so. This is only Grandma on my 22nd birthday. All right. From Lincoln, Iowa, she's written this July 26th. It's postmarked the 29th. Happy birthday. Mother didn't give me an address, so she sent it to my Rista. They had a nice time in San Francisco and driving on to Seattle. That's where one of my other cousins lived. Well, it's the brother of the cousin that I'm staying with in San Francisco. Guess she would like to have gone on to Vancouver, too. Mother said you had a week's vacation, too. I'm wondering if you can sell your car. It seems like that's a lot of insurance on it. Yeah, the car insurance was quite expensive in San Francisco, and I think this is when I realized I could just drive without insurance for a few years, which I did. I'm wondering if they will repair the cable cars and new water mains and other things in the street too. I don't know what Grandma thinks has gone wrong with the water mains in San Francisco, but maybe something has. The tiger lilies and dalla lilies are in blossom too, just this past week. And then next entry is July 29th. The cabbage plants are so large, rabbits are chewing them, and then they burst and the bugs get in them. Oh, those rabbits, they bust the cabbages open and the bugs get in. They don't care. They've had their fill. We have had so much rain, the farmers haven't been able to get in some of the fields to plant corn and beans. But of course, the fields next to us are on higher ground and the crops look good. South Tama County had some flooding at the Marshalltown and Iowa River was out of its banks. Charlotte picked one pepper, and there is a tomato almost ready to pick. This is great news. Hope you had a nice birthday, and sending this to Rita's address because I don't have your address. Hope Gracie, that's my cat, likes it where you're living. Lots of love, Grandma. Wish Pauline would write and give us your address. Grandma J said Rita has a vacation this week or next week. So that's good. We were caught up on me and my grandmother and the birthday. Flavia, you're saying this inspires you to get back to your letter writing. Well, I think letters are pretty awesome if you save them, but obviously you're not always able to save all your letters. But letter and card writing is pretty great. So yeah, the cabbage burst, not the rabbits. I don't think so. What's a dalla lily? It's a flower. It's like a calla lily. I don't know. Sell your car, then buy a truck with a camper and go back to college. Yes, Jave, I'm going to do all of those things, except I don't sell the car. I end up giving it to my ex-girlfriend, that car that she thinks that I should sell, after we moved to Los Angeles. And then I don't buy this truck for quite some time, and the camper and the wife and all that. Yeah, you may have seen a cop drive by. I see one over there. There's Amtrak police are right over there. I don't know what the hell Amtrak, they're just going to the beach. There's no Amtrak over there. Amtrak police, they're goofing off. All right, I'm just going back in the comments to see what's going on. Flavia, you're saying you think it's adorable that I kept all those cards. I didn't keep all of the cards, so some of them did get lost in the tidal wave of time, but quite a few of the cards are still here. So what else can I tell you? What time is it? Well, it's 3:20. I think we're going to have a little bit of an abbreviated show today, but let me get out. I'll give you a little tour of the truck, and this is when you really start looking like a nut job. Who's, no one's come over to the car to say, what are you doing? But this is the inside of the truck. I've got you kind of on this tripod, so I'm gonna have to loosen that up a bit. So this is the inside of the truck. That's the passenger side. And there's the back. And then as we get out, you can see, I was able to, let me get around so that you can see the sunshine. So there it is. The truck, it's a green Toyota Tacoma. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Green Toyota Tacoma. I've got the longer bed to be able to fit the camper in. You can see it's a four-wheel drive, so we'll be able to get stuck in the sand somewhere. What do we got here? What are you saying? What do you want to bet? He just locked himself out. Oh, it's very possible. No, I can feel the keys in my car, in my pocket keys. Thank God. All right. So this is the truck. Now you see it. And I'm here. That's the front grille of the truck. So now you can see it's green. And it is green here in Southern California. I'm in Marina del Rey. The beach now from where I am is that way, but that's the way the Amtrak police just went to the beach. So I'm going to get it back in the car before someone comes over to ask me what the hell I'm doing out there. Oh, it smells great in here, I can tell you that. You know, are you familiar? They call it the new car smell. Heard of it? So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And my wife is taking our daughter down to basketball right now. I thought I was going to get home in time to do that, but looks very manly. Well, it is a truck. I didn't even know if Lady Jerry is going to be able to interested in driving this thing. I think with a camper on top. The police are following up on copious flatulence and a guy talking to himself in a pickup truck. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. This is pretty. It's so quiet in here. I think it's got to be quiet outside too. And it does have a very off-road vibe to it. Yeah, well, we're hoping it's got this crawl feature. You can put it in four-wheel drive, and then when you go in low four-wheel drive, it's got this crawl feature, which they're saying I should go online and look at the Toyota Tacoma crawl feature. There's trucks getting themselves out of sand all the way up to the bottom of the doors. So thank you, Darren. The color of the truck is nice. Yeah, I'm really loving the green one, and the green is a really hard color to get. So I was lucky that they were that when I went in to get one, they had this one coming up, and no one had already got it done. Dave, you're asking, so when's the camper going to be done baking? The camper's going to be done. We're picking up the camper June 16th. So what's happening is we're taking our daughter up to Northern California to camp. In the truck, we're dropping her at camp, and then we're continuing up to the Seattle area where these Kimbo campers are made. We're going to pick the camper up there, put it on the back, have a little camping vacation. We've got a friend who's actually got a cottage by the ocean in Oregon. We're going to stay there, and then we're going to pick our daughter up on the 28th or something of June. I know the exact date. I just don't know it right off the top of my head. And and then we're going to come back down. Maybe we'll spend a day or two in the camper on the way back down. Dave, you're saying your new Jeep smells like wet dog, and you don't even have a wet dog. Ooh, well, that's not so great. So anyway, I'm glad that you guys could all be here today in the truck and with the fart machine and the fun meter. Where's the fun meter? I forgot to bring the thermometer, so who knows if I'm safe right now. But I have to say, fun meter's at the maximum. So I'm gonna go home and have a beer while nobody's there because I'm naughty. But now it's time. Do I have a little green army men to stick on the truck? I should get those because that's the color of this truck. It's green army man color. And in fact, thank you for that. I'm going to be telling that. You spelled Jen, you're saying you sprayed your husband's car with honeysuckle, so it smells like you? Well, you're so lucky to smell like honeysuckle. And to remind him he can never get away. Well, why would he ever want to get away? Why would anyone want to get away from us? It's time for Seize the Day. Did you think that I had brought this with me in the truck? I did. I brought Seize the Day. It's time to seize the day. I'll tell you a great way to seize the day. Go out and buy yourself a brand new pickup truck. I can't wait to drive this thing tomorrow. Drive it around tomorrow and see what I can see. All right. Today's Seize the Day is from William James. Now, tomorrow, our animal is going to be, Jen, I think this was your suggestion. Tomorrow, our animal is going to be the armadillo. So it's time for STD, Butterdicks. I did leave Mr. Butterdicto at home, Dave. Today's Seize the Day is from William James. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. And I think that is that's an excellent Seize the Day. So don't forget, the next time you're feeling crappy, choose a different thought over that crappy thought. Remember that we're all going to be together at Jake Fest sooner than you think. Sooner than you think. We're still planning, we're still scouting locations. We're not ready to announce the location of Jake Fest yet, but that is going to happen. I'm going to call my manager. As I said, I thought I would have done that sooner, but today kind of got out of hand with this truck excitement. And I will see you all tomorrow, and don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. You know it. Be nice to a jerk. See you tomorrow.